Hello, Gemini, to your monthly oracle reading. I'm Linda the Lightworker, and this reading is for anyone with a Gemini sun sign, a moon sign, or their rising signs. Be sure and listen to all three because you'll get information about all different aspects about yourself. And if you don't know what your sunrise and sun, rising, and moon signs are, I gotta slow down a little. Be sure and check out my descriptions down below. I have a link to astronet.com, whatever. I'll have the right link down below in my descriptions, and you can enter your information and discover for yourself. Whoa, had a little camera failure there. Are we back? Everything's good. Okay. So anyway, go ahead and look for that information in the descriptions. So let's just jump right in. Gemini, you've got a lot going on this month. And let me tell you, it's a very powerful month for you, Gemini, because you're making big changes and you have 4 major arcana cards, which means that these are actual, this is real, people. This is really what's going down. So just be sure and take this message as you need it. It's either for relationship of any kind. Relationships and business are relationships as much as relationships as when we're in relationship with others in relationship. How many times can I say that? So for the beginning of the month, we're looking at this moon in reverse. And you've been in the dark for a while and you are coming out of this period. So luckily things are becoming coming to light. And what might tend to happen is that as you're receiving this greater consciousness about yourself, brightening up, coming out of a dark period where you may not have known or you were frustrated, as you're receiving all this information, you might be trying to understand it. And it's important to just receive the information and the answers will be revealed as you go along the way. So however you receive information, you might want to really write it down right now as you're getting information, start a new journal, whatever, however that means to you, or you might be writing something or paint it out, whatever. But allow the inspiration to come through and allow this consciousness to grow because it's going to help you, and it may help you for something that you might not even be ready for if you're receiving future information. So don't panic about that. Now, what's coming up by the second week, what's going to become clear is that this is about a conflict in relationship, or a conflict maybe coming up between the lovers, whatever kind of relationship it is, you know, business relationship. I keep hearing business. This really feels business oriented this month, Gemini. So just pay attention to how you are in business and look at who you've partnered with before and who you want to partner with in the beginning of if this is something new. There's a learning curve. So remember that when everyone is given the same 3 items to think of in their mind's eye, it's going to look different to each person. So as our fantasies or as our partnerships, we have like ideals of how things should work out. Be sure you guys are having conversations about this and you're able to work through this conflict because it's an opportunity for huge growth, huge growth. I'm just thinking if I'm just listening, if I'm getting something, anything else. Yeah, it's a great time to make sure visions and goals are clarified and that everybody's on the same page. And if they're not, nip it in the bud and let's get it all clear right away. Whoa, 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 wait a second. What did you mean by that? Even though this one says don't question the information coming through, this is about a disagreement or a conversation. So just pay attention to that and work on those business relationships because you're headed in the right direction. I mean, you're definitely moving in the right direction. This one is this star has come up. By the 3rd week, you need to soak it in and get a broader perspective. So do whatever, like this growth that's going to come out of this conversation is going to leave you purified. And you need to celebrate the cleansing that you have and to rise above your situation and to gain higher perspective. The hawk always reminds us. I know it was poured when I threw the card. I'll show you when there'll be a picture of the cards as they're thrown. And there are 4 different ways to interpret each card in each direction. So as this was thrown facing the east, it's a celebratory card and it's also about cleansing and purifying yourself. And, you know, be sure and just really get it from a broader perspective. Back away, because, I mean, you're on the right path. I mean, you are moving forward. Your chariot, this is your ride. You've got it. This, and it's headed in the right direction. So you know what's driving you. You're headed in the right direction, and you need to just feel that momentum. All right, I'll hold it up right because you're asking that. Feel that momentum of that energy moving forward and what has bridged you and brought you together. And strengthen your allies. I'm hearing that too for many of you. Oh, okay. There's some old wounds that are being healed here, and you are really on a path. You're breaking trail. So it says a breakthrough is at hand. So this can be literally, like professionally, you're on a breakthrough, you're breaking trail, you're trend setting, you're ahead of the game. Keep going, keep going, keep going. You know, the first path isn't the clearest one, but at least people can see where the pavers come by eons later, right? Somebody's got to be the first one to break those trails and say, this is the way we're going. So you are headed on the right path and you're breaking trail. So that can be exhausting. So remember to nourish yourself. And what's really coming through strongly for this month for you is to be expressing your creativity. So again, I'm seeing journals, I'm seeing drawings, I'm seeing writing, I'm seeing pictures of things. Start a vision board. That's a really good thing for many people who really need to be able to see it before they got to feel it in their body, you know, and sometimes a picture helps that. So express your creativity in whatever way, painting, just allow that to come out. And be sure and check out the photo on my Instagram account at Linda the Lightworker so you can get a better clarity of how these cards are thrown for you. But it's really a great time, a really tremendous breakthrough, so I'm very proud of you. So remember, celebrate every day. Do your best to stay as positive as possible. We just have to get through one day at a time, and that's today. And check back in during the month and see how this is feeling, because you'll receive this information, you'll get it, you'll go, ah, okay, and in a couple weeks you might forget. So be sure and check back in and do a review. All right, I love you. Be sure and watch my daily videos. All the links are down below. Become a subscriber. And I really do love you very much. And I'll see you next time. Okay, it's going to be a great month. Hang in there. You got this. Creative. Be creative. Bye-bye.